talking about. I need that energy. I really need that energy. Today, I am going to talk about how to turn your pain into purpose. How to turn your pain into purpose. This is a very personal story, and I want you to listen very, very closely. How to turn your pain into purpose. Mental illness is real. Let me share something with you. My brother was 16. His girlfriend was 14. They got pregnant. I was a senior in college. Her mother was on welfare. My mother was unemployed. I wish she had been on welfare because I was working 3 jobs and sending money home. They had a cute little girl. I went home and I named her. She squeezed me really, really tight. I became her mother because my brother was only 16. His girlfriend was 14. I became the mom. So my mom and I raised her. Fast forward. She was a child prodigy. A's in trigonometry. No, she didn't go to Agnes Scott College. But she was very, very bright. Fast forward. Businesswoman. Why? Because I'm a businesswoman. Fast forward. Got married, bought a home, went to college, bought a home, got married. You know, all that stuff that you do when you have goals. Her last business I set up for her. It was a daycare. She was making a lot of money in the transportation business. But she said, I want to teach little kids to be geniuses like me. So we created Little Achievers. It was more than a daycare. It was After School Plus. I was getting ready to nominate her for Black Girls Rock. I was getting ready to write press releases and send them to Essence magazine. I was getting ready to tell the world that my daughter was here and she was going to leave a mark. But one day she called me on the phone. We talked every day. I heard something in a voice that I had never heard before. It was paranoia. It was a lot of other stuff. I said, baby, tell me what's going on. She says, Mama, Aunt, I haven't slept in a week. I said, do you mean not at all? She said, no. I knew that she was in trouble. I knew that my baby was in trouble. So I told her to go to the hospital emergency room immediately, and she did. They gave her some medicine and a shot. The next day, she called and she sounded lucid. A day passed, she called in the middle of the night. She had taken all of her insurance papers and put them on the sofa so her husband could find them. So you know what that means. I said, put Keith on the phone. Pack my baby's bags, take her car keys, bring me my baby. And he did. The first 2 days, she was feeble. She slept a lot, but she let me kiss those jaws, so I like that, right? But day 4, I was up getting ready to get in the shower, and I said, baby, when I get dressed, I'll call you when I get in the car, because I was going to my office. A few seconds after I got in the shower, she opened the shower door, and she was standing there with the largest butcher knife from my kitchen. My baby had a psychotic break. I never saw it coming. I knew that she was having a mental meltdown. So I'm here to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, mental illness is real because my baby stabbed me several times and she killed herself. So when I'm in the hospital recuperating, what do I do with this information? I decided to turn my pain into purpose. I'm a businesswoman. I set up nonprofits. I'm a businesswoman. I do fundraising. I'm a businesswoman. I do public relations. So I chose to turn my pain into purpose. I had to learn to write with my left hand because my right hand I almost lost. I had a cast up to here. But I started writing in the hospital the strategic plan for mental health in the African American community. See, I realized that I was alive because my daughter had enough left up in there to say I don't have control over my mental faculties. So I'm going to take my life to save my mother's life. I realized that. And as a result of that realization, I decided to never let her die. So I'm here to tell you today that 3 years later, this happened June 14, 2011. Today, I stand here to tell you that we have a national headquarters located in Stockbridge, Georgia. It's larger than my house. We're raising funds, and we're going to hire staff to implement the programs that I designed personally, and I have copyrights. We have 15 programs that are grassroots, that are designed to solve the problems, and that's not just to make you aware as to what mental illness is. We had our very first mental health fair and had mental health screeners there on site, the Black psychiatrists of Greater Atlanta. I'm here to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that mental illness is real. Stop sweeping it under the rug. Stop pretending like, oh, Joe just has some weird ways. Check your family history. Find out what's going on with you genetically. Go see the doctor that was up here earlier. Find out what your genetic makeup is. You may have a genetic marker or predisposition for mental illness because mental illness is real. What are you going to do about it? Every one of us needs to get a mental health checkup every year. Every year. We're going to be in your face. We'll be on TV commercials. We'll be on radio commercials. You'll see us on billboards. Everywhere you turn, on bumper stickers, T-shirts. Have you had your mental health checkup this year? Mental illness is real. I'm going to be in your face, your face, your face, and your face until you realize that mental illness is affecting African Americans. It's not just a Caucasian illness. Those myths that people say, lay hands on you and God will heal you. Lay hands on you, take yourself in the car, go see a mental health professional and pray while you're going. I'm sick of it. I'm not going to lose another one. I get calls every day. Is this the number I call when you feel like killing yourself? I get calls from people telling me, my son is out of control. I get calls from mothers. I keep my phone next to me in the bed because I'm afraid that I'm going to lose one. I refuse to lose one, so I close. Mental illness is real. What are you going to do about your mental health? If you have any questions, please come see me afterwards because I'm not losing another one. Have a great day, and thank you for listening.